How are we doing this? Are we just smiling?
Just smiling
Okay,
to the camera.
okay.
I think like the difficult part about consent is people are scared of saying no because they think they're gonna come off as disrespectful. And, like, it's easy to say no to a stranger because you don't know, but I think the difficult part is when you have to say no to people that you care about, people that you know. So now you have the fear of coming off as being rude or disrespectful.
For me, the most difficult part of it is the nonverbal aspect of consent because it varies greatly from person to person. In the context of long-term relationships and friendships, you think you know this person and like you think you know them inside out, and they might think the same, like this person knows me inside out, they know exactly what boundaries not to cross. Your sexual preferences change over time, or you might face something traumatic in the midst of your relationship that you might not have disclosed to your partner. And again, it's just understanding that like just because they've been with me for this long doesn't mean like I'm entitled to anything more than I was when I first met them.
The more you know someone, the more informal you guys communicate. So it goes from like a full sentence to like a subtle phrase that now since you guys are familiar, like you know what he means or what she means. At the same time, if you guys have been together for that long, I think honesty plays a big role. And sometimes even though like someone could be saying yes, but the vibe they get from them based off body language, the tone of voice, could tell that like they mean otherwise or like they don't actually mean yes.
If you're like hooking up with a stranger or like you've met someone for the first time, I think it's very important to be a bit more formal about your consent. Like literally just outright ask the person like, do you want a hug? Are you okay with hugs? Or if you're hooking up, just be like, okay, let's just have a quick chat about like our boundaries and like, are you tested and stuff like that. And yeah, and assume less. Consent doesn't have to be like to do with like body at all. It can be to do with somebody's like emotional capacity and their time. So again, it's a very active process. Like sometimes you have to catch yourself up on it. Like you might start venting to your friend, and then like a couple like 5-10 messages later, you're like, wait, I didn't ask you like if you had the time or emotional capacity right now. Like even though it's too late, just say it anyway, because it's again self-checking and you know like correcting yourself and being like, hey, although I forgot, I'm still mindful about it and I do care about like your emotional capacity still, even though if I'm too late. And again, like it just becomes very habitual eventually.
Yeah, also I feel like one more thing, as the person asking, there's like little phrases like, it's okay if you say no. Now they don't feel pressure to like, they're not feel pressure to say yes. Like it's okay to say yes if you want to. So now like they know like you won't get mad or like you won't take it the wrong way if they don't give the answer that you, like they expect that you want basically. But I think when it comes to like relationship or dating, like I think guys think being polite means you're not
on your game.
Like you don't have game or like you don't come off as being sexy. So that's like they think that's what it is, but because society makes it seem like because of like toxic masculinity, like you can just take it because it's what you want or something. They just need to realize like that's not how it works. I feel like the more guys know that like it's okay to ask for consent because you're not gonna look like a dork or something